Rain and storms and even a bit of snow will continue this morning before moving out this afternoon out of the state of Texas. We're going to have a mostly quiet Saturday, minus a few snow showers and rain showers, and then the potential for a high-impact weather system for parts of the state Sunday night and Monday. Let's talk about it in this Friday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning, I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy. It is Friday, the 5th of January 2024. We have a storm system that'll be departing this afternoon, leaving us mostly dry tonight with some fog and low-level clouds, a quick hitter tomorrow, and then another pretty impactful weather event as we get into Sunday night and Monday. Let's go ahead and talk about it by starting off with the high-resolution rapid refresh model. So it'll be this morning through tonight and to tomorrow. You can see most of the precipitation will be exiting Texas to the east by early afternoon. Any snow still ongoing in the Panhandle will be moving out this morning. Cloud cover, even fog, will continue this afternoon and tonight across several regions of Texas, but no appreciable precipitation is expected. On Saturday, a quick-moving upper-level storm system could bring scattered snow showers to parts of the Panhandle of West Texas. The snow will be light. Can't rule out a dusting to perhaps 1/4 inch of snow if we end up with a heavier snow band like this model is trying to show between Clovis and Lubbock, but this will not be a repeat of last night where we had multiple inches of snow north of Amarillo up towards Dumas, Dalhart into the Oklahoma Panhandle. Scattered showers possible. It's going to be more isolated, to be honest. Tomorrow afternoon, as that upper level shortwave moves east across big country, northwest Texas, and north Texas. Let's just get into the bigger story here. The next big weather maker, Sunday night and Monday. Quick round of showers, maybe some snow, far west Texas, the borderland, as we continue into Monday morning, Monday afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms, the eastern third to the eastern half of Texas, North Texas, Central Texas, South Central Texas, the Arklatex, Northeast Texas, East Texas, Southeast Texas, the Brazos Valley, the Golden Triangle. Some storms in Southeast Texas, Monday morning into Monday afternoon, maybe strong to severe with the potential for damaging straight-line winds and at least a low threat of a tornado. This is going to be something we'll refine as we get a bit closer. If we can keep the instability axis mostly offshore, the severe weather threat may be confined to the immediate coastline. If we're able to get that to move inland a bit, we may see the threat for scattered severe storms Monday afternoon in southeast Texas. Farther to the northwest, we're going to see another winter storm in the Panhandle of Texas, the Oklahoma Panhandle, western northern Oklahoma into Kansas. On Monday, the potential will exist for blizzard conditions with some of the snow due to wind gusts of 40 to 55 miles per hour. Snowfall totals, which we'll talk about in a minute, are still quite up in the air, literally, but the potential does exist for a significant winter storm with over 6 inches of snow accumulation possible in some locations. That would be Monday. Snow moving out Monday night, Tuesday morning. Gusty northwest winds continuing into Tuesday morning, possibly resulting in ground blizzard conditions. And then all of that moves out Tuesday afternoon, leaving us dry. For example, this model really has it all gone by Tuesday morning. Timing aspects are still to be determined here. Something we need to emphasize is the system is going to hit us Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday morning will not be moving onshore in the western United States until tomorrow, Saturday. When that happens, we'll be able to shoot up some weather balloons in it, get an idea of how the system is actually structured now as in tomorrow, and that data will be ingested into weather models, and that'll give us a better idea of how things are going to play out Sunday night and Monday. Right now, with the system over the Pacific, we're kind of having to interpolate or guess some of the inner workings of the system at the present time, and if some of those calculations are wrong, that obviously is going to become an issue further down the road in weather model land. The common saying is bad data in, bad data out, or garbage in, garbage out. That's applicable. All right, now this is a product we haven't shown very often, but it's a probabilistic product that takes into account multiple weather models, the data, all that. This is the probabilistic national blend of models. This is showing a probabilistic approach to snowfall totals Sunday night into Monday across the Panhandle. Now, at this point, the highest confidence in the consensus of model data is if we're having winter issues on Monday, it's going to be in the Panhandle. Yes, we may see some lighter snow further south in the West Texas, maybe even Northwest Texas, but the appreciable issues here probably are going to be in the Panhandle, just like last night. Now, what you're looking at, location, self-explanatory. Your range forecast, you have the low end of the forecast, the 10th percentile, the low end. Notice all the numbers here are 0. So the low end of this is the system ends up moving farther to the north, and we don't really get much snow. The upper end of this, the 90th percentile, the reasonable worst case scenario, or the high end potential based on current data. And this currently extends from 5 inches in Amarillo, 8 in Pampa, 6 in Canadian, 5 to 7 from Dalhart to Dumas. By the time you get up to Guyman, Oklahoma, in the Oklahoma Panhandle, 13 inches of snow. Perryton, 10 inches of snow. And then you have the best forecast guess based on current data showing the possibility of 1 to 4 inches of snow along the north of Interstate 40 into the Oklahoma Panhandle. That being said, this is going to be an event complicated by the potential, if not high probability, honestly, that we're going to have northwest winds kicking in at 40 to 60 miles an hour, creating blizzard conditions. Even with the snow on the ground already, that may kick up snow. And if we have any snow falling or accumulated when those 40 to 60 mile an hour winds kick in Monday night and Tuesday morning, blizzard conditions, visibility well below a mile, even isolated power outages. So it goes without saying, if we have a lot of snow on the ground and we get those kind of winds, we're going to be talking about snow drifts in feet versus inches. So the potential for this to be a highly impactful event. But again, we need to get into tomorrow. Let's get a bit closer range here. We're still 3 days out, 4 days out, and we need to get a better idea of how the system is structured when it comes on shore, and that'll give us a better idea of just exactly who may be under the gun here for a blizzard as we get into Monday. Now, the remainder of the state, again, the chance for showers, storms, eastern half of Texas, some of this activity in southeast Texas may be on the strong to severe side Monday, and that'll also be something we watch for. But again, certainly the potential we could have issues. These black lines you see here, those are isobars. The closer together those are, which they're quite close together on this animation, Monday night and Tuesday morning, means a strong pressure gradient. We're going to have very strong northwest winds with a strong cold front moving southeast across Texas. Northwest winds across the entire state, honestly, could be 30 to 50 miles an hour, so very windy on Monday into Tuesday across the state of Texas, even outside of areas of precipitation. We'll have to see just how strong the winds can get. Some data suggests this could be a fairly impressive high wind event. All right, temperatures over the next 5 days. Here we go. Today, 30s in the Panhandle where we have snow cover, 40s West Texas, Northwest Texas, into the higher terrain of far West Texas, Guadalupe, Davis Mounds. Overall, looking like 60s to 70s. San Antonio, Del Rio, Victoria south into the Edwards Plateau, Rio Grande Valley. Tomorrow, same story, generally 30s, 40s, 50s, northern half of Texas, 60s, 70s, southern half to southern third of Texas. Bit of a warm-up on Sunday. We'll see that 60-degree isotherm line make it all the way up into the big country, North Texas. Not a bad Sunday by any stretch of the imagination. Monday, a battle of seasons. Temperatures probably only in the 20s in the Panhandle with a possible winter storm and blizzard conditions, with temperatures approaching 90 in deep South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley, McAllen making a run at 90 on Monday, 70s Southeast Texas, the coastal plains all the way up into the Brazos Valley. And then behind the cold front on Tuesday, we'll see temperatures back down into the 30s and 40s, 50s, northern two-thirds of Texas, 60s, Edwards Plateau, all the way down the Rio Grande into the Rio Grande Plains and Rio Grande Valley. Beyond that, over the next couple of weeks, we are looking at a pattern that would favor cold air intrusion. Now, you're going to probably be hearing a lot about this, and already have, because I went on a rant last week. Again, there are going to be a plethora of online sources, whether they be on YouTube, your social media networks, even some TV meteorologists screaming about, holy moly guacamole, it's the polar vortex, everyone's gonna freak. Well, guess what? Let me give you a hint. The way you make it on social media and YouTube is to cause as much hysteria and hype as possible. People want their 15 minutes of fame. People want their little $15 of Google AdSense money. We've been doing this for 15 years at Texas Storm Chasers. We have over 1 million followers combined with all our accounts. And guess what? We didn't get those by screaming and being hysteric every time models showed cold air coming in or some sort of crazy solution. You know, if I wanted to be rich and make, hundreds of thousands or millions of views on each video I made, I would be talking about the weather across the entire United States. No. And that's quite intentional. We're Texas. We do Texas, and we're only doing Texas for our weather forecasts. That's not going to change. What will change, well, really, just my hairline. So again, if something looks crazy scary and, it's a weather model graphic and it's 144 hours out, 240 hours out, it is hype, garbage, trash, something that should not be shared but should be put on ignore. Do not show. Hype. So, with that being said, yes, it is probably going to get cold over the next couple of weeks. It's January. Are we talking about extreme cold in Texas? I'm not going to say that. Now, it is going to get quite cold across the northern United States, even in the Pacific Northwest, where, yes, the polar vortex per se may cause quite a bit of a ruckus over the next couple weeks. That does not mean that is going to invade Texas like it did in February 2021. Cold air up north does not automatically flow straight down the plains of the United States into Texas. Many a times, we end up seeing it flow southeast into the southeastern United States, the Tennessee Valley, into the mid-Atlantic of the United States. So, yeah, it's going to be cold up north. It's January. That happens. It's going to be below zero up north. It's January. That happens. That does not mean we're going to be below zero in the state of Texas. It does not mean we're going to have temperatures near zero in San Antonio and Houston. It doesn't mean it's going to be 40 below in Amarillo. It simply means it's winter. We're going to deal with it. And that is your very ranty, boldy-in-chief roundup for this Friday, the 5th of January. We don't normally do videos over the weekend. We will be this weekend given the upcoming system. We likely won't have a video out Saturday morning. I'm going to be traveling this evening by air and will not be getting back home until the crack behind of dawn. So I am probably not going to push a video out simply because, well, leaving a computer alone for 2 months typically means when I get back, it's going to be in all sorts of shambles. So that's going to be it. Otherwise, as always, you can get your local weather forecast, interactive weather radar, storm chasing video, Texas weather roundups, and more in your free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. Just search for Texas Storm Chasers on the Google Play, Apple App Stores. And as always, visit us on the web, TexasStormChasers.com. Y'all make it a great Friday. God bless.